How to use Google Flow as a complete beginner. Welcome to this complete beginner's guide on how to use Google Flow, the brand new no code automation and workflow tool from Google. Now, if you've ever used platforms like Zapier, Make, or IFTTT, you'll feel right at home. But even if you've never touched an automation platform before, don't worry. This tutorial will guide you through everything step by step. What Google Flow actually does, how to set up your flow, connect your favorite apps, and automate daily tasks all without writing a single code. Okay. Now, Flow is basically an AI filmmaking tool built with and for creatives, where you can seamlessly create cinematic clips, scenes, and stories using Google's most capable AI models. Okay. So it's a cloud-based tool designed to help users, create any type of AI workings. And you can think of it as a personal digital AI assistant that works in the background, automatically generating seamless workings, sending you great generations, updating all of your work, and doing much more. Instead of switching between dozens of AI apps to complete one generation, Google Flow lets you build a chain of generations, connected actions that trigger on their own. So to get started, you will first need to access Google Flow. It's typically available through your Google Workspace account, especially if you're a business or an higher upper pro user. So what you're going to do is you're going to log into your Google account, okay, and head to the Google Flow homepage. Now, once you're here, it's going to say create with Flow. So what we do is we click on create with Flow where it takes us to the Google Labs, okay? Now here we have things like Flow TV and a whole lot more. Now, basically, what this does is it shows you the different generations and the different AI workings that are going on in the background. So let's say I want to go ahead with something like Skeleton. Okay, this is what I want to watch. So here in Skeleton, you can see how realistic it looks. Now you can actually ask for the prompt. Now the prompt is quite big. So we can see that. Then you can also you can also see that there's music in the background. You can pause it, go forward, come back, and this generation keeps going on, which is pretty incredible, right? So you can either use Flow TV, or what you can do to get into the actual flow working mechanic is you can go ahead and click on new project. Now, this brings you to the visual flow builder. This is where all the action happens. So think of it like a blank canvas where you'll be connecting steps one by one. The first thing you'll need to do is define your text. Okay. So to generate a video with the text, let's say I'm gonna write John Petrucci, who is a guitarist, smashes his guitar on the stage, and let's go with does a backflip. Let's go with does the orange justice dance, and let's say flies to space. Okay. So let's say this is our prompt. Now that's a pretty random prompt. There's a lot going on in it. First, he smashes his guitar, does a backflip, does the orange justice, and flies to space. Now, obviously, there's a lot of setting behind this as well, because obviously, I've just told it the action the main character is going to be doing. I've not defined what's happening around it. Is it a concert? Is it of a rainy day? Is it a sunny day? Is it night? Is it any other setting? I have not defined that. So obviously that's for Flow to decide. That's where Flow comes in and uses its own AI management capabilities. But what the sideline of it is that you can go ahead and give it those prompts if you want to. Okay, you can let it know what kind of setting you are talking about, what kind of background you are in, and a whole lot more. Now, these are things that you are going to want to give if you want to go into an advanced scenario. Okay. So, in some cases, it might say that this prompt might not work. So, what you can do is, change it to, let's say, John Petrucci does a backflip. Okay. Or let's say, musician. And let's say the musician shreds. Let's do something like that. So obviously you are going to want to keep it a little slightly user friendly because they do have a lot of guidelines on Gemini where there are certain violent prompts that you cannot create. Because another great thing about Gemini is you can actually provide it images. Okay. You can provide it images, and through that, what happens is you can have that image work in AI. So the guidelines work according to that. So let's say if you post an image of a friend and obviously have the AI make them do something that will humiliate them. Obviously, that's not something the Google people want. That's why they've put up some guidelines. And obviously, you have to work according to those guidelines. And obviously, it goes vice versa for you as well. Someone could take your image and do the same. So, security and permissions are handled very tightly within Google Flow. Each generation you create has explicit authorization, and you can manage those permissions accordingly, but obviously not cross the guidelines. Additionally, every flow is going to be saved in your dashboard, and logs are generated so you can see each flow ran, what it did, and if any errors occurred. So, obviously, it's pretty incredible and pretty fun stuff. And every flow takes like around a minute or two, depending on your internet and your machine. But as you can see, once it's done, let's go ahead and check it out. So here it is. Let's play it and see what they gave us. Now you can see that's a pretty cool generation. That's something that it didn't follow my whole prompt, but it is pretty cool. So that's text to video. And obviously to get into more detail, you can give it more, detailed prompt. And obviously writing a prompt is pretty artistic. There's a lot that goes into writing a prompt. So if you learn to write a prompt correctly, you can go a lot of ways with generation. Now let's move over to frames to video. Now, what you do is you basically go ahead and upload any image that you want to transition it to. So let's say I want to go ahead to um, this image, or let's go with this image. Okay. I want to transition from this image to another image. Okay. And what you do is you upload two frames of the same image, or you can go with different frames. So let's say I want to go with that to this image right here. Pretty cool. So I'm going to go with crop and save. And let's say I'm going to add a text like seamless transition. And let's say retro lo-fi music. Let's go with 80s aesthetic. And let's go with something like B-roll. Okay, I'm going to write that in. So once you do that, what you see, the feature isn't supported on VO3. So what you can do is just move to VO2. And obviously, VO2 is different from VO3. It's a downgraded version, but the generation is much faster. And obviously, it gives you almost the same as VO3. The difference in VO3 is that it has Latin motion diffusion. Okay. So, Latin motion diffusion is basically something where VO3 will capture proper motion images. So, shadows are going to move how shadows move in real time. People are going to move realistically. They won't just randomly disappear. Objects won't pass through your character because that is Latin motion diffusion. And that's what makes VO3 stand out from all the other generative AIs. So once this generates, let me show you how it looks. Okay. Now, as you can see, my generation is done. So we go ahead, full screen it, and let's see how it looks. So you can see how cool and incredible this actually looks. Pretty nice, pretty cool, and pretty fun looking as well. And you can go ahead and download it as an animated GIF, download it in its original size, or you can even upscale it. Okay. So that's pretty incredible as well. So upscaling it downloads it in 1080p. So yeah, to wrap it all up, Google Flow is one of the most useful AI platforms out there Google has introduced for the average user. It's easy to learn, fast to deploy, and powerful enough to handle both simple and complex prompts. So do make sure to go ahead and start using this and animating everything you have. So that is pretty much about it for this video. Thank you for watching till the end, and I'll see all of you next time. Have a great day. Goodbye.